Apparently, my dad hasn't got long left to live. I don't have the time to visit, so go take a look at him in the hospital tonight and tell me what the doctors say. He's being discharged next week, and we're going to have to stay with him until he kicks it. Clear out the room in my parents' house before, then we'll sleep there.
What? This is all really sudden. What? Is he okay? Why is he at the hospital? Did he collapse? What do you mean he hasn't got long left?
I don't know and don't care. It just means that he's going to die soon. I didn't think that it would happen this soon, so...
Yeah, you must be really shocked. Are you okay?
Shocked? About what?
Your dad must be in a really serious condition if he's been admitted to the hospital so suddenly. It must be tough knowing you don't have much time left with him.
Why would I be in shock about that? I've been waiting for this. If anything, I'm over the moon. It's finally my time.
What? Is this some kind of joke, Henry?
My dad's company. It's finally mine. I bet he's been hiding a massive fortune from me and my mom all these years. He's a real Scrooge, that old man. He's never told us how much he has, and he never gave us money when we said we wanted to buy something. I deserve to inherit everything he has after being so patient. He has the money to let us live in luxury, but he's so cheap. He refuses to give me and my mom anything we want. It's not fair. I'm entitled to that money. He doesn't know how hard I've worked in his company for him.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Your dad's in the hospital, and you're already talking about your inheritance. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, so what if I am? It's owed to me. I just spoke with my mom, and she says that his condition isn't likely to get any better. He's going to be bedridden, which means he's already got one foot in the grave. There's no better time to talk about my inheritance. Plus, my mom's going to have a hard time taking care of him by herself. And she says that it's a waste of money getting a nurse to take care of him or putting him in a home. So you'll have to do the caretaking. You're my wife, so you can't argue back. Don't expect to get any money out of him either. That money is mine.
What are you talking about?
From now on, you're in charge of taking care of my dad. I'm too busy with work, and your job isn't as important, so you can easily quit. You don't have the right to complain since I'm going to be rich when I get my inheritance. You should consider yourself lucky for marrying me.
Excuse me? My career is just as important as yours. I can't take care of your dad. You say that you're going to be rich, but as it stands, we're each paying half of the rent and the bills because we're both working.
So what? My dad's the CEO of his company. Once I inherit everything, there's no need for you to work. I can pay for everything myself. Lucky you. You're going to be a CEO's wife, and you can stick to being a housewife instead of wasting your time going to work. You're going to have an easy time just staying at home, doing the dishes and cleaning and stuff. What's so hard about that? You should be happy to at least help out with taking care of my dad.
Is that why you suddenly decided we're going to live with your parents? To make yourself look better? So that he wouldn't have any reason to change his mind about passing his company onto you? Even though I'm the one that's going to have to take care of him? You're kidding, right? I don't want to have to do something that troublesome.
What? You can't say that. He's my dad.
Then why don't you take care of him yourself? I'm sure he would be happier if you were with him.
No way. I have to work. And other stuff. I don't want to deal with an old man like him.
I have work to do. Why do you get to prioritize your job? And what do you mean, and other stuff? What could be more important than taking care of your own dad in his final moments? It's not like you're busy with the housework because I do all the cooking, cleaning, and the laundry before and after work and on my days off. You make it sound like cleaning is really easy and simple. But it's actually really tiring and time-consuming to keep a house in the condition you always enjoy it in. If anything, you have plenty of free time to take care of your dad yourself.
You're the wife. It's easier for you to quit work and you married into this family. So you should be happy to sacrifice your job for my sake. It's more worthwhile if I keep my job since I'm going to be inheriting the position of CEO in a matter of weeks, maybe even days if we're lucky.
I can't believe you actually think that. I'm enjoying my job. I don't want to quit. I'm not sacrificing it for anything or anyone. Can't you respect that?
Respect? Why should I? You're my wife. You're supposed to be supporting me. There's no reason for you to keep your job if we are going to be rich. My mom agrees that that's what we should do, so there's no point arguing about this any further. My mom says that women should be more selfless and give up their job if that's what's necessary for the family. And she's never wrong, so we're going to do what she says.
It's great that you have so much faith in your mom, but you're completely ignoring my opinion. What about what I want to do? We should be working towards finding a solution that suits both of us together, not just forcing an unwanted situation on the other. I need more time to think about this. So I'm going to go see how your dad is. We can talk later.
My mom and I are going on a trip to a hot spring. I'm leaving my dad to you, so make sure you take care of him properly.
What? Are you going to leave me to deal with everything by myself? What about your dad?
I don't know and don't care. Figure something out.
Huh? What do you mean you don't care?
It's your job to take care of him, not mine. I don't care what you do, as long as you don't hire a nurse or a helper. It's a waste of money. His condition stabilized ever since he collapsed. But there's no telling when it'll be his last day on Earth, so let me know if he finally kicks it. That's the only report I need, so don't disturb us.
You're seriously going on holiday with your mom? Your dad's bedridden. Don't you want to spend more time with him before he passes? He can't talk so much, but I'm sure he can still hear you. Try talking to him. Where have you been these past few days? You haven't come back at all. I need some time to relax myself, you know? What have you been doing while I've been busy taking care of your dad and doing all the housework?
That's none of your business. I'm free to do whatever I like whenever I like. I'm a future CEO. Nobody can tell me what to do anymore.
Do you really think that being a CEO means it's okay for you to go and dump all the stuff you don't want to do on me? Owning a company doesn't make you any better. You only agreed to let him live with us because you want his company and his fortune. But you haven't even lifted a finger to actually do anything to show that you're worthy of inheriting everything he has.
Well, yeah, it's true I haven't done anything. But what's wrong with that? Why should I do anything when I have a wife to do it for me? All I need is my inheritance. I don't even have to be there when he dies.
I can't believe you. Does your mom really agree with that? Isn't it a little too heartless to decide to go on a holiday when her own husband is on his deathbed?
Of course she doesn't care either. If anything, she was the one that suggested that we go on the trip. She's happy that she's free of having to do the dirty work of helping my dad get changed. Go to the toilet and wash him. We're going to be away for a few days, so we can get a good rest. Take care of my dad. Oh, and make sure you keep us updated. That's if he gets worse, not if he gets better. I don't want to hear about him making some miraculous comeback to the company.
That's enough, Henry. How can you talk about your own father like that? I never knew you could say something so horrible. You're a terrible son. I've had enough of you and your mother. I knew you weren't perfect when we got married. But I should have realized that you were an asshole much earlier and saved myself the trouble.
I don't care what you think of me. You can insult me all you like. But the only thing that matters to me is that I get my money. I'm anticipating that a lot of money is going to come to me once I take over the company, so I think I'm going to let loose and splurge on this trip. Once I'm CEO, I won't have to worry about money anyways, so I might as well start enjoying the high life.
Oh yeah? Well, I stay at home cleaning and taking care of your sick dad. You've got some nerve saying that to me.
That's what a wife is for, right? Staying at home and taking care of the house and kids. My dad can't eat or change himself, so he's practically a baby. The only difference is that he's a pretty big one. If you don't like it, you can just leave him there. That might even speed up the process for us. And if anyone questions why he was alone, we can blame you for abandoning him. Keep that in mind if you do decide to disappear. That's going to be on your conscience, not mine.
That's enough!
Besides, you don't have anywhere to go, remember? You should be grateful that you managed to marry a guy like me. With the power and the fortune I'll be gaining, you'll never have to work. The least you can do is take care of my dad until then. He's on his deathbed. You won't have to take care of him for that long. Anyway, I've got to get ready for my trip. I'll see you when I get back.
Who's on their deathbed?
Huh?
I never imagined that my own son would say something so horrendous about me while I was so close to death. I'm disappointed. It bothered me that you and your mother were always whispering about something behind my back, but now I know that it was all about your inheritance and my company. Aren't you ashamed of yourself for making your wife take care of a sick old man with no help and not even a word of gratitude?
Wait, who is this? This isn't Sophia typing. Dad?
Who else? Your mother is with you, isn't she?
But why are you able to message? I thought you could barely speak, let alone raise your arms to type a message. You're supposed to be dying. What's going on?
While you were out of the house doing God knows what, Sophia was doing her best to take care of me. I made the miraculous comeback that you were dreading. Once I was able to move around more freely, Sophia told me that you weren't home and explained everything that had happened. I found out the truth about you and your mother and your true intentions.
Wait, you've got this all wrong. If you read the conversation we had until now, then you need to know something. Sophia made me say all of that. We had an argument about something really stupid, and I said some really bad stuff about everyone that I honestly regret now. You shouldn't take any of it seriously. It looks bad, but it's not my fault. This is one big misunderstanding, I swear.
Henry, do you really think that I am stupid enough to fall for a pathetic lie like that? Thank goodness I found out about what you and your mother were really like before I passed. I would have turned in my grave if I had let you inherit my company and use my money for your stupid shopping sprees. Before that happens, I'm going to rewrite my will.
What? You're going to change it?
I'm going to leave everything to Sophia.
What? Are you out of your mind? Why would you give your company to a complete stranger? She's got nothing to do with the company.
You let that complete stranger nurse me back to health.
What? It's not like she had anything to do with your recovery. She's only been taking care of you for 1 week. You can't just decide that all of a sudden. What are me and Mom going to do? Are you just going to leave us with nothing?
I don't have any money to give to a son and wife that were looking forward to me dying. You didn't even think to spend more time with me. You're out on holiday, I hear. I was planning on giving the company to your little brother. But all of my money is going to Sophia for being a wonderful nurse. She's worked extremely hard to keep on top of the housework while spending as much time with me, reading to me, and talking to me. She deserves everything I can give her.
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean? You're planning on giving the company to Leon? You're never going to give me the position of CEO in the first place? Even though I am the eldest?
You don't have what it takes to run a company. The only reason why you even have a job is because you have the same last name as me. You never earned anything for yourself. On top of that, you used your connection to me to influence the people around you, and never worked a day in your life. I hear that you've been sitting at your desk, twiddling your thumb, while some other office worker works overtime to finish your work. You haven't done anything to deserve the position of CEO.
That's not true. Who told you that? You're lying. They're just trying to turn you against me.
You don't even deserve to have a woman like Sophia as your wife. She's much too good for you, too generous and too kind. She's wasted on a selfish man like you. What you've done is unforgivable.
What are you talking about? You've got to forgive me. No, wait. I haven't even done anything that needs forgiving. Believe me, this is all part of Sophia's plan. She's been after your money ever since she married me. She's turning you against me so that she'll get everything.
Enough! I'm not interested in your lies, Henry. As long as I'm alive, you're not getting anything. And I'm going to make sure that you can't inherit anything even after I'm gone. You're not welcome in my company or in my home. Don't you dare show your face to me ever again.
Don't say that, Dad. I'm your favorite son. Please wait.
That's what you get, huh? You seem pretty flustered after being lectured and practically disowned by your dad. How pathetic.
Sophia, this isn't funny. Why did this happen? Why did you show my dad the conversation we had?
Your dad's been up and around for the past 2 days, and his condition has improved a lot since he woke up. We've had time to talk about a lot of things since you've been out. And I still have time off of work.
Seriously? Why didn't you tell me he was up? You tricked me!
I never tricked you. You told me that you didn't want to hear about him getting better, so I didn't mention it. But I suggested that you come back and be with him, remember? I didn't have anyone else to talk to about how you had completely left me to deal with everything by myself. And I've been stressing about a lot of other things besides this incident. So I told him everything. He was happy to give me advice on what I should do with you. Now he knows everything. You're finished, and you only have yourself to blame.
This isn't funny, Sophia. Do you understand what you've done? You've ruined your husband's life.
What are you so upset about?
Why wouldn't I be upset? I'm going to lose my job, my company, my money, all because of you. Stop Dad before he seriously changes the will.
Whose money? Didn't you understand? Your dad. You don't have any right to it.
Listen to me. I'm your husband.
I don't have any obligation to listen to anything you say. Whether you're my husband or not, you may not be able to tell, but I'm pretty pissed off myself.
What? Why would you be pissed off?
You're an idiot if you don't understand why. And you don't have any right to be angry with me. Your dad is furious, and with good reason. He's made his decision based on the way you treated him and treated me. You don't have any right to change his mind. You can try all you like to make it my fault, but you can't escape the fact that you caused this yourself. If you have a problem with that, why don't you try and make an argument? Because I'll shoot it down.
Wait a minute. Why are you so angry? I'm the one that should be angry right now.
Of course I'd be angry. You were trying to go on holiday, fully aware that your dad was in bad condition, hoping that you'd get news that he passed away while you were gone. You're the worst! Not only that, I have proof of the affairs you've had, and have passed the evidence onto your dad for him to look at.
Affairs? What are you talking about? I haven't had any affairs.
I've been thinking about filing for divorce for a long time. I just didn't know when would be the best timing. But it looks like there's no need to think it over anymore. If anything, thanks for giving me the opportunity to break it off.
What? You were thinking about divorce? Since when? Why would you want divorce? Don't you understand that you're a lucky woman for being with me? I'm the CEO's son. What else could you possibly want?
It's taken a while, but I can finally see you for who you really are. I can see that you're not the man that you made yourself out to be when we were dating. Living with you and being married to you has shown me how selfish, lazy, unreliable and dependent you are. I haven't been living with a husband. I've been living with a big baby. And because of how horrible your behavior has been, your dad's even offered to pay for my lawyer to make sure that I have the advantage in court.
What? Why would he support you? I'm his son. He should be defending me, not backing you up. What the hell did you say to him to turn him against me?
I told you. I told him everything. Unlike you, your dad's a good person. He told me that I was just being taken advantage of, and that there was no need for me to endure your treatment any longer. And from now on, your dad's going to receive the care he deserves from a home for the elderly without anyone telling him that he's a waste of money. I'm happy to help him out if he ever needs anything, but keep in mind that I'm not interested in keeping in touch with you. Once we're divorced, we're over.
It's your fault that I'm not going to be CEO and that I'm going to lose my job. And you're running away? That's not funny, Sophia. You can't run away from me. That's not fair. You should suffer just as much as me.
I'm going to leave your parents' house, but don't even think about coming back to our place. I'm going to live there alone.
What? I thought you had already returned our keys to the landlord.
No, I haven't given the landlord notice. I was already planning to ask for a divorce, so I decided that it would be a waste to give the apartment up. But I've already changed the keys, so there's no point trying to get back in. Your stuff is all here at your parents' anyways, so you don't have any reason to go back. If you try and force your way in, I won't have any choice but to call the police and report you for trespassing.
Are you being serious? You really want to get divorced?
Of course I do. I'm very sure that it's for the best.
Don't come crying to me when the divorce is over and you can't get any of the inheritance Dad promised you. Come on, I'll forgive you for threatening to divorce me. So let's work together to get my dad to give us his money.
No, thank you. Your dad's already worked on a way to leave me his money, even if I'm not married to you. I told him that I didn't need anything, and that all I want is to get a divorce. But he was insistent that I receive something for taking care of him.
What do you mean? He's already found a way to leave you his money. It's better if we stay together, don't you think?
You just want to stay together so that you can enjoy the inheritance I will receive from your dad. Well, we knew you might start saying stuff like that, and might even refuse to sign the divorce papers. So we've already hired a successful lawyer to cover our case. She's the best divorce lawyer, so you won't even stand a chance.
You've already prepared that much?
Your dad was saying that he's planning on divorcing your mother too. You're not only going to lose your job and your inheritance, you're both going to lose your spouses and your homes. You can become homeless for all I care. You both deserve what's coming to you.
What? He's going to divorce Mom? Why?
Apparently, your mom was cheating on him too. She didn't even bother to hide it. She took advantage of him being bedridden and brought her partners into their home. Like mother, like son, I guess. You should both take this chance to reflect on what you've done and learn to respect other people before you remarry. That's if anyone is willing to.
Mom was cheating on Dad? I never heard anything about that. Is he really going to divorce her?
You should be more worried about yourself. The only reason you had a job was because your dad gave you that position. But now he knows everything. You're not going to be able to work for his company anymore. You're not even going to inherit anything. You're not going to be able to live the high life like you hoped you would.
Sophia, wait. Think about this. I never imagined that things would turn out like this. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just got ahead of myself when I heard the news about my dad. Come on, let's stay together and help each other out. I need you, Sophia. I can't live without you. Please, you can't leave me.
Oh, really? I can live happily without you. If anything, you need to learn to do the housework yourself for once. There's no way I'm living with you ever again.
You're seriously abandoning me?
You're the one that pushed me to make this decision. So if you wanted me to stay, you should have been more caring and more willing to think about my needs as well as yours. The more you beg, the more pathetic you look. So I wouldn't suggest pushing the issue any further. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy your fancy trip to the hot springs with your mom. You should make the most of it since you'll be experiencing hell when you get back here. I can't wait to get justice for everything I had to suffer while I was with you. See you in a few days' time. In the end, Sophia cooperated with her father-in-law to fight both Henry and his mother in court. Apparently, Henry continued to beg her to change her mind even after he returned from his trip. But Sophia ignored him until the papers were signed and filed. After the divorce was done, she only told him that she'd never wanted to see him again and refused to talk about the inheritance. Her father-in-law had returned to full health in a matter of days, making it pointless to talk about the inheritance. Sophia's mother-in-law had no choice but to accept the terms of the divorce and was kicked out of their home. Henry lost his job, and because he believed that he would inherit his father's fortune, he had never saved any money. He was without a job and a home, and was going to have to live hand to mouth for a while. He's still paying the compensation he owes to Sophia, while living with his mother in a shabby apartment, working day and night to earn enough to feed both himself and his mother. As for Henry's mother, the shock of getting divorced and losing the lifestyle she had enjoyed for decades caused her to become a shut-in, and she had started showing signs of dementia. Henry had to take care of her himself, since he didn't have enough money to put her in a home, and finally realized how much trouble he had caused Sophia by forcing her to take care of his father. Both of them had finally gotten what they deserved.